Hey guys, welcome to the new Press Play Production Studio. In today's video, we're going to be doing a mini tour of our studio, showing you our new setup and how things are going. Plus, we're going to be doing an unboxing of the BLA Revolution EXP, an expansion unit to allow you to have more analog gear into your DAW. So stick around to the end of the video, and hopefully we can learn something together. Alrighty guys, before we jump into the unboxing, I wanted to show you this studio. This is our new setup. This is where we are currently at. We were in a separate building before, which was our church building. We had a couple of extra rooms there that weren't being used at the moment, so we decided to have our studio there. But we had to, we kind of outgrew, as a church, we outgrew the current rooms that we had, so I had to expand and give up my office. But the good thing is that what we did is here at the house is we converted our 2-car garage into the studio. By doing that, it allows me to be at home while I'm working. Get tired, I can just go upstairs. That's it. I don't have to drive home and stuff. So it's been very convenient for us here. This is the setup. Let me show you a little bit of the room. This is a wall that we painted in what's called limousine leather. That is colored from bear paint. We have a couple of sound panels that we've wrapped in crushed velvet. We have a couple of them there. We have a cloud hanging on the ceiling. I have my punching bag and my speed bag because I'm a big boxing fan. And we have some more sound panels here on the wall as well. We have a couch set up. This is the wall where and this wall is where the garage door used to previously be. We removed that garage door and framed out a whole wall and put a wall with a very, very good insulation in there, and we ran some electrical in there. And this is our new wall with our exterior door, so that way people can enter or exit through here without having to go in through the house. I have just a couple of hats hanging there for right now. I have another sound panel here. We installed this mini split air conditioning system. That way it has separate heating and cooling from the house. When the studio is not in use, it's not taking up any of that. Actually, the insulation is done so well here. This is a 2-story house, and there is about between the first floor and the second floor, there's about 1.5 foot, well, 18 inches actually of like a crawl space between, and that is so well insulated. So between here and upstairs, it's really well insulated. The walls are very well insulated, and then this new wall that we did, we made sure that we 100% isolated that, so the sound in here is great. It's very controlled. It stays very cool, very warm, depending on what the climate is outside. And the other studio we had set up for my wife, so she does a bunch of projects and crafts and stuff. So this is her little area we have set up. It's actually in the cutout of the stairwell for the house. And then here we have just a small little beverage section where we have some drinks and coffee maker and stuff. These are my instruments. I have an accordion. I play accordion. So we have the accordion here. I have a couple of guitars, which is I have 2 Strats, a PRS, a Jaguar bass, my MG bass. I have a couple of other guitars that we're waiting to bring them in here because I'm missing another guitar rack that I'm going to put here, a 3 guitar rack to add for my final 3 guitars that I have going there, my acoustic and a couple other guitars. And then the gear is the same gear that we had in the previous videos. This is the MIDI controller I did the unboxing on. Then I have the Bluey by BLA Audio, which I also did an unboxing on. The Adams Audio, which I also did an unboxing on. And then the rest of the gear is the same. The Art MPA2, the Desengolf D4, the Warm Audio, the ADL 700, the Eureka, still running this XLR patch bay to plug into that. Each one of these mics or mic preamps is individually ran through the line inputs of the Apollo. So, and then from there, they're patched in through this front XLR patch bay. So for example, I'm recording an artist, plug in the microphone, Once we plug in the mic, we decide what preamp we're going to go to, and that preamp is just selected by whichever XLR we select here in the front. Now, as far as the gear that you're seeing on this side that we're missing, I have one compressor, which I'm going to be getting another LA 2A style compressor, and a Pultec style EQ, which is probably going to be warm audio stuff. I'm pretty fond of their stuff. Good quality, really affordable price, gets the job done. So I'm going to be running that into this new Black Lion Audio expansion, which is what we're going to be looking at today in the unboxing. But yes, this is our studio so far. This is how it's looking. I know it's been a minute since we've done a video, since we've been able to share what's going on or what's happening here. But this is where Press Play Productions is now. We're so thankful to God that we're able to have this in the comfort of our home, be able to comfortably work. But now let's jump into the unboxing. All right, so here we have the box. This is the Black Lion Audio Revolution EXP, which is an ADAT expansion for all of your gear to be able to plug in your analog and convert it into digital. So this is it. It just arrived today. FedEx brought it a little while ago. So let's go ahead and let's open this box up and see. That ASMR for you guys, or what? All right, so I got this through American Musical Supply. Lately, I've been getting a lot of my gear through them. One of the reasons is they have this whole payment plan thing, and I'm a rock star status with them because I've ordered so much gear throughout all the years, and so now it's pretty easy and convenient. It's no credit check, no hassle. I just literally order it, select the 12-month payment plan, log in, and they ship it. And so I got this one shipped the other day, and it just arrived today. There's some paper in here. I'm going to put that over there. Here's the box inside of a box. So it says Revolution EXP by Black Lion Audio, ADA, 8x8 ADA converter, and word clock with ADAT. So this one can do up to 192 kilohertz. So I'm really excited because for the first time I got my cables before getting the box. So like normally what happens is you get a new piece of gear and then you have to get different cables and see. So I've been watching so many videos as to what would be the best cables to get, or what would be the best way to connect this. And so this time I went ahead and pre-ordered my cables before the box. I had them overnight them. That way, when this got here, I already had the ability to hook them up and connect them. So now let's go ahead and let's open up this box. I just realized that this box cutter is not the sharpest. I'm going to open that up and turn it over so you guys can see that. So far this is technically box number 3, right? So here it is. Black Lion Audio Revolution EXP. So the back of it has kind of like all of the different I/O that it has on there. But yeah, let's open it up. So let's see, there's just one tab here. Comes up this way. So let me go ahead and lay this back down. And I'll give you all the wild fact here instead of opening it up to me. So good packaging. You see I'm a sucker for good packaging. I always want to make sure there's a quick start guide here. I always want to make sure that it's very well taken care of, and it's not just to me that shows a lot of care that the company has for their customers. So that means a lot. So they have there's a AC plug here, and there's a couple of different outlet adapters depending on where you are located. I'm in the United States, so it's very straightforward for us here. So this is the power supply that comes with the unit. All right, so quick and simple. Let me lay this down right so that we can close the box up. This is it. Look at that, man. Beautiful logo on top, Black Lion Audio. Black Lion Audio. Here we see the meters here in the front, and then there's a selector here, power switch here in the front as well. I like that there's no buttons, no knobs. So there is a couple of different options we can go to. Back in the day, I made a video. Okay, thank you, Siri. Back in the day, I did a video on the Behringer ADA 8200, and it was also an optical ADAT. The difference was that what I hated about that unit is that all of the ports were in the front. All of the XLRs or the lines in are in the front, and I don't like all of those connections being on the front of the desk. But I didn't want it in the back of the desk because I wanted to make sure what was plugged in right. So then I was going to go for the Focusrite. This time around I was going to go for the Focusrite. And no matter what Focusrite you go for, they're kind of all the same. They have 2 preamps in the front, or 2 line into the front, and then everything else is in the back. Again, I didn't want to do that. So I was tossed up between the SSL, because SSL has a type of version of something like this, and the Revolution also. The SSL seemed to be out of stock everywhere I was looking, and I've had very good previous experiences with Black Lion Audio. So I said, you know what, let me go ahead and get this one, and I'm glad I did. So front of the unit, very straightforward. Sides, nothing on the sides. Some of the Antelope audio gear has some ports on the side. That's why sometimes I look at the sides. So in the back of the unit, here we see all of the ins and outs. So we see the optical in, optical out, the DC in, the word clock. There is a tab here for firmware updates. You can't see it here, but if you remove this, there's a little USB port that's there, USB Type-C. That's for firmware updates. Here, your ins and your outs, and your selector, if it's going to be minus 4, or what is it? Yeah, minus 10 or plus 4. So this is the unit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to connect it, I'm going to rack it, and then show you what it looks like plugged in and already installed into the rack. Okay guys, so here it is already racked in the unit. What I really love about this is how it matches the Apollo pretty well. If you look at the size of the screens, both of them are the LED panels, it runs for about the same distance on both. So that looks makes it look like it's one piece. I just wish that the numbers over here would be green rather than blue. But if you see, we have our 2 lights that indicate that we are already connected and that we are synced up. So what I did from this one, I put the input, the output from the Apollo into the input here, and the input here back into the Apollo, the word clock out from the Revolution into the input word clock to the Apollo. So that way they're all connected and synced up. So if I change the sample rate here, I'm at 88.2. Now that light turned green. So here it goes again, red, now green. So every time it's doing that, it's syncing up. And the same thing happens if I were to change it within my Logic session. If I change the parameters or change the settings on the Apollo, to automatically change it on the Revolution, and it syncs up with that. So this is it, man. This is the expansion. Just so we can see, what I did is I routed on Logic. It's a little bit trickier than than the way it would be on on any other DAW. But I just dropped in the IO plugin and routed this out just so we could see that the VU meter is working, and so we could see how that's going. So I'm going to just play some audio really quick without audio playing, and here we see we've got the Apollo running and we have the Revolution running as well, and it's showing that output. I have it looped in so it's coming out of the outs 1 and 2, and then input back into the input 1. You'd also see I have my Bluey connected, and the Bluey is working. I have it really smacking on that, but it's just so we can test the audio. And there you have it, guys. This is the Black Lion Audio Revolution EXP. So far, it looks like this is going to be exactly what we need to have this hybrid mixing where we're able to include our analog gear into our DAW. Hope you guys liked the video. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. We'll see you later.